So I feel like at the top of the list of places you just really shouldn't break into would be a property in West Virginia owned by a political commentator that is outspoken about his support for the Second Amendment. And that's exactly what happened to Tim Pool Monday morning when two men broke into one of his properties and were nearly shot. Now, Tim has since talked about this on his show, and we're going to dig into what he had to say. But before we do, you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and also make sure to go join my locals community, jamesklug.locals.com. I'm trying to get as many people over there as possible. You guys, it takes just a few seconds. It's free, and I will pin a comment down below so you can click that link to go join. And then also, if you like, you can contribute monthly for as little as 1 cup of coffee per month. I greatly appreciate you all for joining. But anyways, if you don't want to contribute monthly, just go join. It's free. jamesklug.locals.com. Let's jump into this. So Monday morning, Tim ended up tweeting out saying, just got word that a crew broke into one of our properties. They're lucky to be alive. After nearly being struck by a 9mm, they panicked and dropped their belongings and fled the property. Please stay the F away from my buildings. This is what West Virginia. You will get hurt. West Virginia has a stand your ground law. California does not. Basically, you have to be like assessing the entire situation. If somebody is in your property, like ransacking your property, you basically can't do anything without a major lawsuit on your hands. However, West Virginia, stand your ground. You can't just be breaking into people's properties. Seems fairly reasonable. Tim goes on to say, I mean, just holy crap, you have to be insane to break into a West Virginia house. That's true. Not only do we have guns, we have like really big ones. Could you imagine breaking into a house and there's some right-wing nut job with a Barrett M81A pointed at you yelling, yeehaw. That's a Barrett like 50 cal, the big guns that you guys see. Yeah, just not a good idea. Don't do this. This is a bad idea. No one got hurt. Police are on the scene now. So first of all, obviously fantastic that nobody got hurt. That's really great to hear. But yeah, not just the possibility, right, of breaking into a West Virginia house and having someone yelling yeehaw with a M81A pointed at you, all right? So not just that, but a politically active bunch that has, you know, properties that are, they say time and time again, they have armed security. They are definitely supportive of the Second Amendment. It's obvious that this is how this turns out. It's very clear. The dumbest burglars of all time. And I guess we don't even know exactly what happened at this point. We still don't. What they were stealing, if they were stealing anything, if they were trying to harm someone. Obviously, that's still an investigation underway. Tim later tweets, there's a 9mm bullet lodged in my kitchen now. I can't say I'm surprised this happened after the wave of doxing and threats made against us. So, 9mm bullet. First of all, in my opinion, great home defense round. Easy to shoot. There's Glock 19, Glock 17, two great, sorry for everyone that doesn't like Glocks, two great pistols that are easy to manage. A lot of people say like, oh, maybe we should get a shotgun or something for home defense. Shotguns are massive. And if you're a woman that's using it, you're not going to like it. Pistol's the way to go. But I did want to kind of dig into this because 9mm bullet lodged in my kitchen now. A lot of people in the comments were thinking that this was the people shooting, the guys breaking in shooting. But it says, after nearly being struck, this previous tweet, after nearly being struck by a 9mm, they panicked and dropped their belongings and fled the property. So somebody on one of Tim's property that's on, that's associated with Tim fired the shot, it seems as though. Not a good idea. So let's hear what Tim had to say, because he had some additional information that he dropped. Not much. They're keeping it pretty vague, but let's hear what he had to say on his show last night.
Interesting, and there's a lot of interesting questions about it, but I think I should talk about it. Around 7 a.m. this morning, two men broke into my house and don't know exactly why or what was happening. There's a lot of speculation. I don't want to reveal too many details, but a shot was fired by one of, I'll keep it very vague for long.
7 a.m. Let's take note of that. 7 a.m.
Enforcement reasons, not by them. The burglars, we don't know what they were looking for or what was happening. Entirely possible it was random. I kind of don't think so, considering you can't mistake this property when you get on it and everything that's happening there. And after nearly being struck, they dove out the window, panicked, fled, and left behind a wallet with an ID in it. So the whole thing is very, very weird. Considering what's going on in politics, I figured,
It's like a story or something, like a movie where it's like the worst robbers on the face of the earth try to rob a place. And in doing that, they pick the time of 7 a.m., get shot at, and leave their wallet behind. Now, the reason why I wanted to fixate on the 7 a.m. is because if you were to do a hot burglary, right, where, that means basically you're doing it while people are home. If you're doing that, you would think you would be doing that at like maybe 2 a.m., 3 a.m., where the odds of people being asleep is going to be higher. But they picked Monday morning at 7 a.m. That's in the kitchen cooking breakfast or coffee time, right? Not only that, but leaving your wallet behind. I don't know if that comes out of your pocket when you're jumping out of a window. Could be. I seem to think that that's unlikely as well. You probably have to be fumbling around with your wallet or doing something to get spooked and drop your wallet. Because how often does a wallet just fall out of your pants? Now, I don't know what kind of shorts they're wearing or whatever, but just a very unlikely or weird situation here. If I were to do my takeaway on this, it's definitely likely that it's a possibility that somebody's targeting them, and they clearly are. Tim goes on to say in this tweet, saying, "I can't say I'm surprised this happened after the wave of doxing and threats made against us." Very possible that it could be somebody trying to intimidate, a couple guys trying to intimidate. Could be very possible. They've been swatted. I think they're averaging about once a month right now. And if you don't know what swatting is, it's where someone makes a false phone call to the local police department saying there's a bomb or something on your property, and getting the SWAT to come to your property, kick down the door with guns ready, risking injury or death. So the threat against Tim Pool and his team is very, very real. However, if you are at all trying to not get caught doing something sketchy on one of his properties, I just feel like the last thing you would do is go into his property at 7 a.m. and I guess make the accident of dropping your wallet. I can't help but get away from that and think that it's just a couple crazy people getting into the property because of the time is just so insane. You either have to be the dumbest burglar of all time, or you're hyped up on drugs and in there and have no clue what you're doing. Now, two people makes that a little more odd, doesn't it? I'm kind of just thinking out loud right here, but seems very, very odd. If it is a targeted robbery, you picked probably the worst time you possibly could have picked at the at one of Tim's properties. So after this show, Tim ended up tweeting saying they got swatted again. Law enforcement doesn't exist in this country anymore. Private security or nothing. They've hired private security, and I don't believe that they haven't found anybody that's been swatting them. It's been happening for about a year now, if I recall, and they ended up getting swatted last night again. I don't know. It seems a little crazy that somebody that's so targeted as much as Tim Pool, would have this random break-in with two guys on the property, leaving their wallet behind. It could be a wallet that they stole earlier in the night after they've been going through properties and whatnot. We'll know soon. I'm sure they'll come out with more information, but let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that this was targeted and just they're the biggest idiots in the world, or do you think it was random druggies in the property at 7 a.m.? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. I'm glad everyone's okay. That's great to hear. Don't screw with West Virginia homes. that's a lesson here for many. And certainly don't screw with political commentators that are advocates for the Second Amendment. You guys let me know down in the comment section below what you think. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more videos, and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time I post. And I'll catch you guys next time.